Hello everyone, this is Rahul. Welcome back to another video, and this is part two of Summit Reliance. Again, if you guys didn't see the last video, Summit Reliance is basically a marketing agency that I'm starting from zero, and in this video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about how I'm scaling it to my dream number, which is $50,000 a month. Obviously, I want to scale it past that, but we're starting. My goal is first my big milestone is obviously things like first client 10K, but my first huge milestone to hit is $50,000 a month. And once I do that, um, that's sort of where I'm gonna start, automating things. Obviously, scale, step back, scale more, but just as of right now, that's my goal, $50,000 a month. Um, so in this video, I'm just gonna be talking to you guys a plan. I'll put up Miro over here. I'm just gonna be drawing through you guys how I'm gonna scale. Right. Um, so I'm gonna be, I just want to be clear, it's not gonna be overnight, obviously. My goal is to do this within 2 years. 2 years. I give myself some time. I can probably do it. Actually, I'm not gonna say that because I actually don't know how this is gonna go. But 2 years is my goal. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna be dividing it into 7 step-by-step strategies. Um, each one's gonna be focusing on a different thing and different decisions. So that's what I'm going to be doing. It's going to focus on 7 main sort of steps, right? That's my roadmap to scaling this to that magic number, right? So how I'm going to scale, right? Our first thing is step one, right? And that is finding my niche and my ideal client. Um, so this one is particularly important because I need to know who I'm selling to before I sell something, right? I can't sell something without knowing who I'm selling to, which this defeats the whole point of selling things. Um, right now, I'm focusing on landscapers because it's a big enough niche. It has clear marketing needs, and businesses can actually afford to invest into services that actually grow their revenue. And specializing in that is a very important thing. I think that by specializing, it's it allows me to craft messages that speak to their specific pain points because not every industry is the same, obviously. My second goal, or my second step, um, is to build a very simple but effective brand. I don't like things that look overly complicated, overly sophisticated, right? Um, so, um, simple. Whoa. So yeah, simple but effective branding. So what I mean by this is it needs to look professional. It needs to be trustworthy, right? So clean website, a good social media presence, even some sample work, right? But you know, um, I might even get that from working free. But right now, I need to show what I do before I actually do it, right? Um, so I need to show them that I actually know what I'm doing and I'm not just some random kid because I'm not, right? So, um, simple but effective branding, things that stand out while not being overly sophisticated, right? Because I don't like, things with too much messages, too many words, too many images, stuff like that. It doesn't stand out, right? Because lots of brands do that. But something very simple, something very clean, very minimalistic, that's my goal here. And that's just sort of the ethos of the whole brand itself. Third one, um, is the actual outreach. So well, I'm basically zero right now. I don't have any money to invest. Neither do the two other people. We have barely any. So, with minimal budget or minimal capital, right, to put in, um, we're mostly going to be focusing on cold outreach This includes emails, LinkedIn messages, local networking, Instagram ads, Facebook groups, things like that. So yeah, um, so we got to research our clients and all that. That's ties us back to step one. But yeah, all that. Step four is oh my bad. Step four is our actual, our pricing, right? And the reason I say packaging is because if they want to have more services or more, you know, systems into their, um, how do I put it? If they want, more for their thing, I can't just sell them one product. They might need two or three. So yeah, I need to offer clear marketing packages that solve their biggest problems, whether it's generating leads, better website, managing social media, automations, implementing AI into their software, because AI is taking over everything, right? Um, it needs to be clear and high value. It's very important. And pricing, I mean, it's going to be slightly competitive, right? Obviously, but it needs to be structured to scale. Starting at, for example, $1,000 a month per client. I don't know if that's exactly where I'm going to go with, but we're going to dive into that as in our next few episodes. Our next episode, our next plan takes us to step five, which is delivering the actual results, right? You getting clients is half of the work, keeping them is the other half, right? Delivering work and collecting testimonials because testimonials will definitely propel me forward a lot. So once I get those clients, it's going to be focused. We're going to be focusing on delivering those results. And this is my way of building credibility and getting testimonials that will help close future clients. Because obviously, happy clients is more growth, right? So again, this is client fulfillment. And step seven, or sorry, step six, my bad, I'm skipping numbers here. Step six is to and outsource. Um, automate and outsource. So this will probably happen around the 20 to 30K mark. That's just to help me grow and it'll help me scale, taking my hands off while helping, instead of me handling everything, I can focus on one specific thing that I'm good at, right? I'll start automating repetitive tasks, outsourcing some work to maybe freelancers, right? That way I can focus on the sales and strategy and handle more clients without burning out, right? Because if I burn out, it's just going to hurt the business. It's going to hurt Summit Reliance. It's going to hurt the other two people that are working with me and whoever, all my clients, everything. It's going to hurt everything. So yeah, goals to not burn out. Step seven, this this will happen probably earlier than step six, but both of them go hand in hand, which is reinvesting. Hmm. So once revenue, right, is scaling properly, once all that's happening, I want to reinvest part of my profits. And not only that, I will also want, I mean, this is going to happen a lot earlier, right, even as we scale, but once we have some money, put it into paid advertising, put it into, different forms of advertising that'll actually accelerate my client acquisition process. Um, Again, reinvesting also put that into outsourcing and automations, everything, right? So both of these they go hand in hand. It's going to allow me to create a growth cycle, right? More clients, more revenue, more reinvestment, and it's just going to get me more clients, which will get me more revenue. Put that back, more reinvestment, which will get me more clients, right? It's just going to keep going on and on and on. Um, but yeah, so this is the plan in a nutshell. Um, Obviously, it's not as simple as this. There will be a lot of hurdles to go through. So, this is just in a nutshell. Uh, to me, 50K isn't just, some kind of like magic number. It's very realistic. It's something I can break down into these seven achievable steps. And um, I'm ready basically. So, Again, this is just how I'm planning to scale, how I'm gonna scale. So yeah, if you guys want to see how this plan unfolds, I'm gonna do everything basically kind of in, step by step. I'm gonna put episodes of everything that I do. Um, my goal is to keep this series as transparent as possible. That way, you guys can do the same thing and scale. Um, but yeah, I'm not just here to show you the wins, all the losses, everything. And I can't wait to get this started. So again, this was episode 2. If you guys want to see the first episode where I just go, in detail, or not in detail, but I give you guys a recap of everything I plan to do, make sure to check that out. I'll leave that down below. But again, this is a more a more detailed version of what I'm gonna do. Um, and next episode and the next few episodes after that is where I'm actually going to be starting to do the work. So make sure you guys stay tuned to that, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys.